Guys, in this video, I'm going to show you the new version of the Pokemon Go hack that you can get on your Android and iOS devices. Essentially, it's a tweaked app, which is called a modded app as well on the Android devices, and it comes with so many cool features. I'm going to go ahead and show you all what these features are and exactly how you can get it on your devices. You can go ahead and use Joystick. You can go ahead and teleport your location to pretty much any location in the world. It's pretty cool. I'm going to show you exactly how to do it. So without further ado, let's get right in with the video. So as you can see, this is the Pokemon Go hack that I was talking about, or the mod that I was talking about, and it's called the Go 2.0. As you can see, it says the welcome screen and all that, so it means the app was just installed, and now it's going to show us exactly how to set it up. So it's pretty simple to actually install this on your devices, and it comes with all the cool features like Joystick. Let me go ahead and quickly show you. So as you can see, we go ahead over to the menu, just a second, let me show you again. So as you can see, this is basically the option to pop up the mod menu, and if you just simply go ahead and tap on it, it's going to pop up the options to basically select what do you want to do in the menu. So the first option that we have is basically the general settings for the Pokemon Go mod that allows us to basically disable and enable features. And secondly, we have the IV options, which essentially shows us all the Pokemons that are nearby with the power level and everything. And then we have a map to basically show us where we are, and if you want to teleport to a specific location, that's what it allows us to do. And the fourth option, I don't know, doesn't really work. I haven't really figured out what that is anyways. So if you just go ahead and head over to the global settings, it's going to show you a lot of these settings, which I'm going to just go over quickly. So as you can see, first of all, we have the joystick, which as you can see, we have enabled on the Android device. And this is exactly going to be, by the way, same for Androids and iOS. I'm going to show you both of these devices. It's pretty much identical on both of these, even though the UI looks a little different on there. The other things are exactly the same for the features and everything. So first of all, we have joystick that we can go ahead and enable and disable to just basically move around in the game. And then if you go ahead and scroll down, we have other options like you can go ahead and set a specific location, and you can set like walk there. So you can set like a specific speed that you want to walk there at. So for example, if you go ahead and head over at like 100 miles per hour, it's not really the ideal way, right? It can detect that you're not walking really. So in that case, you can go ahead and set it to like 10 or something, and then essentially it's going to go ahead and automatically take you to that location over time rather than instantly teleporting, which is a little safer option when it comes to Pokemon Go, because these mods have been around for a really long time, and I've heard people getting like bans and everything for that. Now it doesn't really happen as often, but it does happen like in some cases. So what you're gonna have to do is be a little careful about it. Just don't go ahead and teleport all around the world just going like ham on it. Just don't do that, and you're gonna be completely fine. I've been using it for a long time as well, and it's completely fine as long as you don't go ahead and actually start really messing with it. So that's all the recommendations I have. You can go ahead and obviously use teleport, but don't use it like as often, just every few seconds or every few minutes and all. That's not a good idea. So as you can see, we have a lot of other these options that you can get. Pretty much all the options that you can imagine to have on the Spoofer, we have right here on the Go++, and I'm going to show you exactly how you can get it on both iOS and Android based devices. The way to get it is pretty much kind of similar, but I'm going to show you both devices how to do it one by one. So let me go ahead and actually get rid of the app from the device so I can show you exactly how to install it. So let's go ahead and get rid of it. Now I'm going to go ahead and show you exactly how to install it. It's pretty much the same on both devices I already mentioned, but let me just go ahead and exit that out on the Android. So what we have to do on the iOS devices, first of all, is just go ahead and make sure that the device you're trying to do this on is actually ready for that. Now what I mean by that is making sure of a few settings. Now first of all, you're going to go ahead and make sure that you don't have any version of the Pokemon Go installed on your device. If you do, just go ahead and make sure you uninstall it from the device, just to be sure that we can go ahead and add the plus version without any interference with the older version that we have installed on the device. Now of course, you don't need any form of jailbreak or root for this. It's pretty straightforward, and I'm going to show you. So what you're going to do for this is just go ahead and open up settings and simply give it a little scroll down. So once you do that, it's going to pop up the search bar at the top. Once it does that, just go ahead and click on it and search for a low power mode. So let me go ahead and do that. Just a second, low power mode. So as you can see, it's going to pop up with this option, which is called low power mode. So what you're going to do is just go ahead and make sure this is disabled, because once you enable it, it basically suppresses background app refresh, which is needed for the Pokemon Go Spoofer to actually work. So just go ahead and actually make sure you have this disabled. If this is enabled because you have low battery, just go ahead and charge your device and it should be perfectly fine. So once that's done, just go ahead and exit it out. The next thing you're going to do on the device is make sure the background app refresh is enabled. Now if you have the low power mode disabled and background app refresh also disabled, it will not work. So what you have to do secondly is just go ahead and search for background app refresh. So as you can see, we have the background app refresh right there. All you're gonna do is just go ahead and click on it and make sure this option right at the top is enabled and it's set to on. If it's set to anything else other than on, just go ahead and click on it and set it to Wi-Fi and cellular data. Now once you do that, it's all done. The iOS device that we're trying to do this on is all ready now. Now I'm going to go ahead and show you exactly how you can set up the Android device so we can move on to the installation process of this. Now for those of you who are using any Android device, it doesn't really matter. Like if you have any Android device, for example, you have some tablet or some phone, it doesn't really matter. All you're gonna do is just head over to your settings and simply find the battery settings. Now the reason for that is because we have an option on the Android that actually suppresses the background app refresh. It's called low power mode or the power saving mode, just like we had on the iOS devices, but on this it's a little different. You're gonna have to make sure that this is disabled, and this is all the settings that we have to look at on the Android devices. Go ahead and make sure this option right there is not set to on, none of these. So just go ahead and make sure it's disabled. Now on some Android devices, this option may not exist whatsoever. If that's the case, you don't have to worry about it at all. But if you have the option there, just go ahead and make sure it's disabled. So once that's done, just go ahead and exit it out. And all we have to do on the Android devices, the next thing we're going to do is pretty much identical in both iOS and Android. So I'm just going to show you how to do this on iOS, and you can follow exactly the same thing even if you're using an Android device. So what you're going to do is basically go ahead and open up a browser. Now it doesn't really matter what browser you use on your Android devices, but as for iOS, it's going to be you have to use Safari for this. So just go ahead and open up Safari and go to this website. It's called modzilla.io. Just go ahead and make sure you actually get it right. It's modzilla.io. Pretty simple. Once you're there, just pause the video if you didn't get it. So just go ahead and click on search, and you will see that it actually shows you the search bar on the top. All you're going to do is just go ahead and search for Pokemon. So let me go ahead and quickly do that. Just a second, what's happening with the camera. So as you can see, we have the Pokemon Go plus plus right there. All we do is just search for the app on there and simply click on get. Now once you click on get, it's going to open up this page which says add the page to home screen, essentially the installation page. It's pretty simple. All you're going to do is just click on this button right there, which is the middle icon on Safari. As you can see, it says it right there too. All you're going to do is just go ahead and click on it, and it's going to open all of these options. Once it does that, just go ahead, give it a little quick scroll up, and it's going to pop up more options which will essentially below it. So you're going to click on this add it to home screen option, and it's going to load up the app or download the app on the device. Just wait for that to happen real quick. Just make sure you don't do it before that happens. Just wait for the app icon and click on add. Now this is going to add the app on the device, and that is how simple it is to get it. Guys, if you have any questions regarding this, you can go ahead and leave them down in the comments. I'll be helping you out down there. So if you have any questions, just drop them. And with that, that's going to be the end of today's video, and I'll see you in the next one.